Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Marty's Toy Box. It has been a minute since I have done a vlog, but I am in Orlando and we are at Hogan's Beach Shop. So let's go in, see what all they got, and just see what the store's like. So on the outside, of course, we do have all the pictures of Hulk Hogan, and actually since his passing, people came and were writing on the walls RIP and, you know, leaving their regards and all of their messages. And then going over here, we have the door to go inside. So as we walk in the store, we are going to look at everything they have to offer. We'll go around the walls and then through the middle. So on the right wall, as soon as you walk in, there is a lot of figures that are sort of held off by this rope there. And there's some randomly Hulk Hogan on top of a shark. It is a surf store, so I guess that partially makes sense. Going over here, there is some signed stuff by Hulk Hogan, some signed posters, a lot of socks from legends, Undertaker, Macho Man, Vader, Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan himself. There's a nice wax figure of Hogan here with an old school WWF championship on him. Back wall was pretty cool. There's some bomber jackets. I love the camo Hulkamania sweatshirt. Then you got just more Hulkamania, and then the signature shirts of Hulk Hogan going over there, the graphic ones. There's a lot of posters on the wall, a lot of TVs throughout the store. They're playing a lot of old school WrestleManias. And as we get a little bit further, we're going to go over to the NWO bike that is in the corner with the NWO for life above it, the flag, and then some pictures of Hogan in the NWO uniform. On the wall, we are reaching the immortal Hulk Hogan section. There's the TV playing an old WrestleMania. I think it was 27, I want to say. As we continue further along the wall, there's a lot more Hulk Hogan shirts. The merchandise in the store is insane. They have every shirt you could possibly think of. Here are some graphic design shirts for Hulk Hogan. Every possible thing you can imagine. There's even a little kids section. There's kids, and then you go on to toddlers for clothes. Now, what is really cool is in the corner here, there is another wax figure of Hulk Hogan, and it's got a Hulkamania Will Live Forever. Of course, the classic yellow and red scarf. As we go to up the aisles of the stores, there's some Hulkamania shirts going up. I mean, every shirt you could think of for Hulk Hogan they had. There's a really cool wrestling ring in the middle of the store here. You have NWO on one side and Hulkamania on the other. There's a mannequin with some Hulk Hogan merch on it, you know, just showing it off. And we get over here, there is a mannequin up and close, and there's a wax figure of Jimmy Hart as well. Of course, you got to have Jimmy Hart there, and he did have the blowhorn in his hand, which was pretty cool. There's a random cardboard cutout of Carmella. How does she associate with Hulk Hogan? I have literally absolutely no idea. Closer look at the ring here, the Hulkamania, and then the NWO ring mat on it. Now going over here, there is some hats of Hulk Hogan, all of his eras you can think of, NWO, Hulkamania, all of that. And this is interesting as well. There is some mugs, a lot of coffee cups, everyone you can imagine. And this is what I was here for. This is the cases section. There is some license plates that you could have for Hulk Hogan. There is a bunch of signed pictures of him. And now we're getting into the real good stuff, the belts. So down here, there is a Hulkamania belt. Now, this is a bootleg of the Signature Series for Hulk Hogan. The prices on all of these were literally outrageous. Now, this was pretty cool. It was the kids' old school Winged Eagle and me package with the Hulk Hogan figure that was signed and inscribed. There is the big gold here with the Hulk Hogan nameplate on it. A lot of inscriptions on here. Running Wild Brother Hall of Fame 2005. There's a lot of figures as well. I know the stores always had crazy prices for these belts, but the prices now after he's passed is insane. There's a 1 of 3,000 magazine you could buy. I don't know really who would want that. That's not my collection personally. On the back wall, there is a lot of belts as well. Some of them are official belts. Some of them are bootlegs. Now going over here, there's a lot of Funko Pops signed by Hulk Hogan and inscribed by him. Now, what are they going to do now that he has passed away? I am not completely sure. I know they jacked up the prices to make as much money as they could off of it. I'm sure they have no shortage of it as well as signed Hulk Hogan stuff, probably in the back or in storage somewhere. But with the price they're asking, I don't think they'll sell much.